right, boys, here we go. The Toronto Maple Leafs have made it all the way back to the Stanley Cup Finals. It only took us till year 2 to make it back to the finals. We had a crazy playoff run so far. First round, 6 games against the Montreal Canadiens. It was a good series, but we came out on top even though we were the underdog. And the same can be said for the second series. We were the underdog, but we came out on top in 7 games. We were up by 3. We were up 3-1. They forced it to Game 7. We were all biting our nails, you know what I mean? But we were able to come out in Game 7 with a 5-2 victory. And then moved on to the Boston Bruins, where, my goodness gracious, Game 7, we're going to have to write this number down. What is it? Year 2, Round 3, Game 7. 2-3-7, boys. 2-3-7. We were down 3-1 in the third period, but then Mark Stahl and Nikolai Kulemin came back, tied the game up, and then in overtime, Ryan Getzlaf, our clutch Canadian, came through for us, and we moved the Toronto Maple Leafs off to the Stanley Cup Finals, where now we have to deal with our old-time rivals back in the day, the early 90s, of the St. Louis Blues. That's right, boys. Ken Hitchcock really has that team doing something good this year. So, you know what? I know their roster's not bad. They have a bunch of players who could fit in on the second and third line, like TJ Oshie and Parrott. Pretty much all their players. I like their one guy, Stewart. I think he could be a first liner, but this is 2 years in now, so let's see. Yeah, look. Okay, so the first line, David Perrin, TJ Oshie, and David Backes. See what I mean about 84, 84, 85? Kind of like what the Leafs were when we inherited them 1 year ago. A bunch of players who fit into the second and third line positions, but no superstars. And it looks like they haven't really picked up anybody either. Second line, Andy McDonald, 84. Patrick Berglund, 84. And Chris Stewart, that's the one guy I'm talking about. I think he could pass for a first liner, but he's on the second line. Third line, C. Terry, 75. Alexander Steen, former Leaf, 83. Matt D'Agostini, I think he's actually a former Leaf as well. I could be wrong about that. Oh, excuse me. 82 overall. And their fourth line, Campbell, 81 grinder, Sabatka, 81 two-way forward, and Jarkov, 77 two-way forward. Okay, so I like their fourth line, 281s. Their fourth line's pretty good. Third line, they got a couple, like Steen and D'Agostini, I guess, but they're more of a sniper combo. And then you have a 75 as well, not the greatest. And again, their first 2 lines, ours is better because of our 1-2 punch at center. Our 2 superstars at center make them better. Simple as that, boys. Simple as that. I like what we have over them in offense. In defense, got Barrett Jackman, Alex Petriangelo, R. Polak, Shattenkirk, Carlo Koliakovo. He was supposed to be amazing for us. And Chris Russell coming over from the Columbus Blue Jackets. And you know what? This shows me why they made it this far. Look, they got a solid defensive core. 285s, yeah, ours is better. The second line in 82 and an 84. Ours is better, but it's still, and then look at the third line, 82 and an 82. You know what? That's probably better than our third. So they have a deep defensive core. Nothing too spectacular, but let's see how good Yaroslav Halak is. Yeah, look, Halak is an 89. So with that above average defensive core with a goalie who's an 89, I mean, look at the Winnipeg Jets. They had kind of the same thing. Solid defensive core. Andreas Pavlich was an 88. And they won the Stanley Cup. They made it to the second round this year. So the St. Louis Blues are a bit better, I think, on the defensive not the defensive category, but the goaltender category. A bit weaker defensively. And then offensively, we face better teams. So you know what? If we compare the St. Louis Blues to other teams that we've played in the playoffs, boys, we should be able. This is a winnable series. All right, this is a winnable Stanley Cup. Good God, how long has it been? 1967. All right, it was 40 years in 2007, so what, we're pushing 45 years now, 46 years, maybe because we're a year in. All right, yeah, it's time to end it. I don't want to get to 50, all right? I don't want to go all the way through my GM mode and push this to 50 years without a cup. It's got to end, and it's going to end on my watch. Even though we're on the road, we got this, boys. We got this. Game 1, Stanley Cup Final. Who's going to step up? Who is going to step up? Let's see, boys. First period, 1-0. We get on the board. The first guy to score for us in this series was the last guy to end the series against Boston. With the clutch overtime goal, Ryan Getzlaf gets our team off to a great start. 1-0. Good job, Ryan Getzlaf. You know what? I'm not going to say anything right now. Second period. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Second period, we got another one. Even though we allowed one, Andy McDonald, Nikolai Kulemin came back. Okay, so we're getting goals. That's good. We've proved that we can score on St. Louis. That's good. So, boys, this game's ours to win now. James Reimer, you're perfectly capable of holding them to 1. If you want to allow 1, okay, fine. But, boys, get him another goal. We want to have 3. It's a 3-2 league. I always say that. So, let's go. 3-2 final. Here we go. Third period. Ryan Getzlaf, a 2-goal performance. Way to go. Clutch Canadian. John Michael Lyles and David Steckel with the empty netter. 5-1 in Game 1 for the blue and white Toronto Maple Leafs, boys. What a great way. So we've already split the road series. That's what I always say. But we got the first game, so now we can take them both. We can take them both. It's very possible. What did I say? We've played better teams. The St. Louis Blues, we can beat these guys. James Reimer. James Reimer with the first star. Oh, even though they've only lost 4 games total in the playoffs, that's pretty good. All right. So look at that. Getzlaf has 10 goals for us now. He's doing great. He is doing great. And look, Claude Giroux must be getting assists on every single Getzlaf goal. He's got 16 assists. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Game 2 in St. Louis. Can we put a 2-0 lead going back home? That would be perfect. Here we go. First period. Oh, they got one. They got one. Patrick Berglund. I think the former Calgary Flame. I could be wrong about that, but makes it 1-0 for St. Louis. Second period. Come on, boys. Come on, tie the game. Oh, we got one, but they got one as well. Kind of the same thing like the first game, but just on the opposite side. Clark MacArthur gets one to tie the game, but then Andy McDonald, he's got 2 and 2. Good for him, good for him. He won a cup with Anaheim, I believe, so he's got that experience. Third period, can we tie it? I don't even want to take the lead. Just Reimer, hold him to 2, and we can tie the game. Here we go. Third period. Oh, again, yeah, pretty similar to the last game. Clark MacArthur, he gets another goal, but David Backes and Carlo Koliakovo, that must be sweet for him. The guy who always got injured. He got injured like every third game when he was playing with us. He was supposed to be like the next Bobby Orr. Turned out to be nothing. But now he gets not the game winner, but the insurance marker, that dagger in Game 2. That was almost a must win for the St. Louis Blues. He didn't want to go down 2-0 to us, sending it back to the ACC. No way. That's all right, boys. Even though we lost that game, we split the series, all right? But now we're back home. So if we can win these 2 games, which we can, we got this. We got this. I'm not going to jinx us, but we got this, boys, if we can do this. Come on. First period. Come on, boys. Get a goal. Oh, 0-0. All right. Here we go. It's one of those games now. Teams are scared to take chances. They're just focusing on defense. Here we go. Second period. Come on, boys. Oh, they got a power play. They got a power play going into the third, but it's still 0-0. Because this is the Stanley Cup Finals and it's a tie game, I'm going to do a regular simulation. Here we go. We'll go by a minute at a time. Come on. Oh, now we got the power play. Oh, they killed it. Come on, boys. Oh, they got one. Oh, okay. Come on. Oh, man, 3 power plays in the third. Come on, boys. We're not going to win like that. Come on. 0-0. So 1 goal, they got a shutout. Yeah, it's one of those games. Teams just do not want to make... Oh, no, they got... Oh, we got one. We killed the penalty. Oh, Phil the Thrill. We killed the penalty in overtime. We killed 4 straight penalties. All right? Our team was just undisciplined as hell. But then Phil the Thrill throws it on net from the left side. What was he doing on the left side there? That's his power play position. But whatever. I don't care. He throws it on net. And that's a superstar right there. All right? That is a superstar. He got the first goal in Game 7 against Boston to make it 2-1 or 3-1. I believe. Yeah, 3-1. All right, he set the stage for the comeback, and now in Game 3 to set us up 2-1, he gets the 1 goal in overtime, and James Reimer gets a shutout. In our 2 wins, James Reimer's only allowed 1 goal. James Reimer, who said he wasn't ready? This guy, if we can win it, he's going to get the Conn Smythe, no doubt. No doubt. So here we go, boys. Oh, my God, hang on. I got to take a drink of my Coke here. Hang on. Oh, I got none left. It's all ice. Damn it. All right, here we go. First period, come on. Oh, 0-0 again. Man, it's definitely the Stanley Cup Finals. It's definitely the Stanley Cup Finals. You Vancouver fans know what I'm talking about, right? It's hard to come by goals in the finals, isn't it? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Second period. Come on. Come on, boys. Second period. I want to see a goal. Oh, we got 2. We didn't just got 1. We got 2. Claude Giroux and Dion Phaneuf. What a time. You know what? I almost said I was going to take the C off Dion Phaneuf and give it to Getzlaf. But Dion Phaneuf getting a go-ahead goal. Even though David Perrin, holy crap, this guy responded with 9 seconds after the Dion Phaneuf goal. God damn. That's horrible, boys, but that's okay. Here we go. Third period. Could we go up 3-1, sending it back to St. Louis? Put a stranglehold on the St. Louis Blues, boys. Oh, this is a huge period. Come on, Reimer. It's all up to you. Reimer. Oh, Reimer, and then Nikolai Kulemin got the empty netter. We got a 3-1 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals, boys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Remember when we were scouting this team, we said that we were a better team. We've played harder teams, and it's really showing, you know? Again, James Reimer only allows 1 goal. In the 3 games that we've won, he's only allowed 2. In that 1 game, yeah, he allowed 4, but the 3 games that we've won, he's only allowed 2 goals. 1 shutout and a pair of 1-goal games. Unbelievable. Now, even though we're on the road, and you don't want to say you don't want to win the cup on the road, but it's perfect to win the cup at home. But I don't care. I want to win the cup right now. We don't need a repeat of the Winnipeg series where we let them creep back in. And then in Game 7, we have to go on the road. No way, no how. Let's finish it right here, right now, boys. On the road, St. Louis Blues, Game 5. The Leafs are up 3-1. Can we do it? First period. Oh, they get one. They got to play good on front of their home fans. They have to. It's a must win. Definitely. Chris Stewart gets on the board for the St. Louis Blues. All right, here we go. Second period, boys. Tied up. Second period. Oh, my God. Joffrey Lupul, Nikolai Kulemin, and Claude Giroux. Oh, TJ Oshie gets one for them. But we have 3 goals in the second, and we have a 3-2 lead, boys. Oh, my goodness. We could take this in 5 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs could win the cup and end the cup drought. All right, we're going to do a regular simulation here. Regular simulation at 30 seconds apiece. Oh, we got another one. Joffrey Lupul, 2 goals. 2 goals. What a game. Oh, my God, boys. All right, now it's just time to play defense. We don't need another goal. James Reimer. We don't need another goal. James Reimer. We don't need another goal. Boys, the blue and white all the time. Oh, we got another one. Jared Stoll. The cup is coming back home. The cup is coming back home. I don't believe it. Yes, in year 2. Year 2 must be the magic number. The year 2 must be the magic number. There it is, boys. The Toronto Maple Leafs win 5-2 in Game 5 to win the Stanley Cup. Oh, we almost didn't make the playoffs. We went on a 7-game winning streak to get into the playoffs. And then once we were here, 6 games against the Montreal Canadiens, 7 games against the Winnipeg Jets, the defending Stanley Cup Winnipeg Jets, 7 games against the previous defending Stanley Cup champions with the Boston Bruins. And now we just destroyed the St. Louis Blues in 5 games. Oh my God. Now I know you guys wanted me to watch the celebration, but we'll do that in the last year if we happen to win the Stanley Cup. Not going to do it in the second year. We don't need to. We won 5-2. I'm the general manager. I watch the team. Oh my God, year 2. My God, what is it about year 2, boys? What is it about year 2? The Toronto Maple Leafs just won the Stanley Cup in year 2. Oh my God. Now, where do we go from here? Do we try to keep the same players? I don't even know because of the salary cap situation. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Toronto Maple Leafs, your 2012-2013 Stanley Cup champions. You're welcome, GTA. You are welcome.